Hi, I'm Mike,
And I'm not Sam.
and this is
Wise Words with Dodo Birds.
Yeah, so we've got it back, baby. But no, Logan was in town, so we're like,
We'll do it.
this is what millennials do with their free time.
Yeah. And now the last time I was here, you guys didn't have the cans,
Yeah,
and now I hear myself very well, and I do have a very soothing voice.
yeah. It would be a shame to not utilize it.
Yeah. Last time I was here, it was just it was a little more jerry rigged, but it's a little more professional now.
Yeah, I like that you can say professional. That's cool.
I said a little more professional as opposed to less. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll notify Sam on his Truth Social profile.
Yeah, it's really been popping lately. Ever since the new MAGA stuff, a lot of his posts have been doing really well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like his big.
Didn't Elon what's a retweet on Truth Social?
I don't know, but Sam would know for sure.
Yeah, I'll just ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask Sam. Yeah.
We'll get the metrics. He's gonna be so mad that we said that.
Yeah. Well,
Because I mean, there's one thing that you folks like. Sam and I have been pretty open on this show, but there's one thing we don't know about Sam, or I do, but like you guys don't.
yeah, you guys don't know this at all.
Big Trump supporter.
Big Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Big flag, everything.
He has like a couple too many tiki torches.
Yeah, have you seen the shoes that he's been wearing lately?
They were the Trumpies.
Yeah, those ones, yeah.
Yeah, the gold ones.
Yeah, they were a little cheaply made, but he was so proud of them.
They look fly.
Yeah. But the build quality, leaves a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, Trump kind of messed up. He should have done like a New Balance type shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Like a dad shoe.
Yeah. Or whatever Sam's into,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, thanks for being back, man. Yeah. What have you been up to lately?
We did kind of about me a few episodes ago, but pretty much the same stuff, new day. But I would like to, move towards more interesting things like my interests and maybe some old stories of ours, because we've known each other for 27 years. It's been a while.
You're the longest friend I've ever had.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd make it this long.
Just another day, wake up and like, all right.
Damn it, I forgot to die again.
Another time.
You've been maxing out on some Final Fantasy though?
I have been. I've been playing Final Fantasy Rebirth. Got 135 hours into that game, and I'm one of those people that likes to platinum them. So I'm almost done, halfway through my playthrough for hard mode, and then I got to deal with all the miscellaneous stuff. But yeah, great game.
So I want to play it. So I don't want huge spoilers, but one thing I do want to know is the original like orchestra Sephiroth theme song in it.
Well, not the original, but they redid it with an actual orchestra, and it's.
Is it like dubstep?
Oh no! It's with like a giant grand orchestra. It's fantastic. I sometimes just listen to it in the car. I let that one in Mako Reactor 1.
I bet it's a banger, because that original lives in my head forever.
Yeah. All that Latin.
Dude.
Have you ever looked at the lyrics? Very simple stuff.
No, I haven't looked at the lyrics.
Yeah, it's in Latin, so.
I mean, everything in Latin is cool and menacing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like Rammstein. It's cool and menacing because it's German, and he has like one of the best voices in industrial rock ever.
German is such an angry sounding. I love the video. I think it's like, I don't even remember the title, but it goes through like different pronunciations of maybe 5 or 6 different languages, and it's like butterfly, and it's like
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
And then it's just an angry. It makes you think. Kuhn, I think it's Kein Lust by Rammstein. It's a good song. You should go out of your way and listen to it. But I think what's great about them is that you don't know what they're saying. It just sounds cool.
Yeah.
But the chorus actually is just like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. No, I don't feel like it. That's the chorus in English. And I'm like, if it didn't sound like, I don't think I would like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It'd just be like sad boy rap.
I don't feel like it.
You love me.
No, it's you hate.
Yeah.
Du hast.
Hate.
Is hate.
Yeah.
Or it's either hate. I think it's a dual meaning. It's either you hate or you want.
You hate. You hate me.
Yeah. I've been to a Rammstein concert out in Boston.
That shit probably
it was the best concert
took out
ever.
like a couple % of your overall lifetime hearing.
Oh no, I actually I'm one of those lame boys that likes to wear ear hearing protection.
That a man. It sounds better. You like, not to get too sound guy nerd, but all the loud noise is just the high end, and that's literally what ruins your hearing.
Yeah.
And you can't hear the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
Put in earplugs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't be stupid.
Yeah, I get a lot of weird looks, but I'll be able to hear a lot of weird sounds when I'm older.
Yeah.
So when I went there,
Keep your looks. I'll keep my hearing.
yeah, you look really cool for about 3 hours. But
Yeah.
so actually, when I went there, I went to CVS to actually pick up the earplugs. So we get to the concert, and some person behind me sees me putting in the earplugs, and they're like, "Oh my God, I forgot earplugs. Can I buy some from you?" And I'm like, "Sure. How much are you offering?" She's like, "I'll give you $5."
Hell yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah,
That's a profitable business.
it is a very profitable business." So I did that, and then another person asked for some earplugs. So I ended up, making $10, and I protected my hearing, and I made money. I think
You
I made
saved
like $4.
lives.
I did. I saved lives. So, man,
Motherfucking plug, boy.
I was.
Got the plug.
But that concert was crazy, man. That's one of the concerts that I've always wanted to go to growing up. Growing up, I was like, man, I want to go see Rammstein. But they're always only playing in Mexico or Europe, and I was a broke boy, so I was like, I can't go to that. And then they announced their stadium tour for 2020, and I was going to go September 2020, but something came up.
Yeah, what was
I
that
don't-
came up?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember spending money on
It's like a
plane
little thing, yeah. Just like
Yeah.
a week
Yeah.
or two, bad
Yeah, I
weather
think
or something.
I kept hearing like 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and so it must have lasted like that 2 weeks.
Yeah. Must have been that 2 weeks.
Yeah, it must have been during that time. So
But I hear Rammstein, I hear that they travel with like massive speaker rigs.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
That most other bands, they'll show up to the venue and be like, all right, so what do you got? We'll plug in, but like I hear that they travel with pyrotechnics, that they travel with their own cabs,
Yep.
and that you can hear that shit for 3 or 4 blocks.
It was crazy. Their whole set was super elaborate, and it was a stadium tour, so this was filling up Gillette Stadium,
Yeah.
where the Patriots play, and the set was massive. The light show was crazy. The fireworks were awesome. The pyro was crazy too. But you can go online and actually watch one of their concerts, and it's amazing. If I had an opportunity to go again, I'm going to go again because it was that good. And there was a couple of songs in there that I was like, oh, I know this one. And then there was a couple of songs where I was like, I don't know this one, but it's so much better.
Hell yeah.
So like Deutschland, that's one of their. That's one that I should have known, but I didn't, and then now I really like that song.
I love that though, when you see a band live and you're like, why haven't I been fucking with this song? Like,
Yeah, right?
like, oh, this slaps.
It does.
Sometimes you really, I just saw Coheed not that long ago, and their newest album didn't connect with me, but I saw one of the songs live, and
Yeah.
I saw the crowds like just love that song, and I was like, yo. And now every time I listen to that song, I just think of the energy it brought live, and it's just really, really let me love it.
Yeah, that's one of those cool things about music where you can listen to a song and it just takes you somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
A weird one like "Animal I Have Become" by 3 Days Grace. Is that
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yep.
So there was a cover band performing that at some barn party with like 100 people there, and I liked the song before, but I just liked it better, and it always takes me back to that time where I was like just in the middle of a farm cheering on this band, and it was cool. But yeah, that my first concert ever was Creed. So whenever I hear the album "Weathered" by Creed, it's it's the first concert I went with my dad.
Is that the one with what's the bangers on that one?
There's "My Sacrifice" is one
Okay.
of them.
Dude. Psh,
Banger.
yeah.
6 Feet.
Yeah. Oh.
Banger.
Hold me now.
I'm 6 feet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
God. That's peak white people, dude.
Bullets. That was the last. I mean, even though that album was released in the 2000s, I think that was the last 90s album ever. They put on a show, but coincidentally, my favorite band now is Alter Bridge, which is just the same band with a different lead singer.
I don't know much of them, actually. I've had many opportunities to give them a shot. Give me an album and I'll get to it.
The best one out of theirs.
Your favorite?
My favorite is Blackbird.
Okay.
That album is great, but if you want the most popular album...
No, I don't. Deep Cuts Only.
Deep Cuts Only?
Yeah, no, your favorite, because, I think it's easier for me to connect to music if I, understand why you like it,
Well, that one was actually the first album that I listened to from them.
Okay.
And you know me, I was pretty good at that Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And one of the songs on there was called Come to Life. Great song by Alter Bridge. And I was like, I'm going to give them a listen. And it was on Blackbird, and it was just a great album.
Do you have any, do you have a bucket list for bands you want to see?
Well, currently, I really want to see Alter Bridge. Have
you seen them at all?
No, I haven't. They do.
Do they tour still?
They do, but they don't tour all the time because
Okay.
the lead singer does his own thing. And then currently, I think Creed is touring. So a little history: the lead singer for Creed got kicked out
Of
the
Alter
band.
Bridge?
No, of Creed,
Oh, okay.
and because he made a fool of himself on national TV and showed that he kind of had a drinking problem. I think that has been fixed since then.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do that anymore. So they're touring right now. And but Alter Bridge, they like to do House of Blues sized shows.
Okay.
But yeah, they're
So
great.
mid-size.
Yeah. And it's I thought that they would go bigger stadiums when they released their third album called AB3, another great album. But no, they really like the smaller crowds. They feel it's a little more intimate with their fans.
It really is too. I like 1,000 people is pretty much the cutoff to have any sort of intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, I went to a show recently that was 20,000 people, and it's just I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, there's only 2 bands that really, I was thinking, Rammstein, great show.
How many people were at that show?
Oh man, the stadium holds 80,000, but they cut off a fourth of it. I don't know. There had to have been
Easy 20?
more than 20. I was thinking 30 to 40,000 people. So it was, but they had these massive sets, big pyro shows. It was awesome. And then I don't know if you've seen this, but Disney Plus has Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
Yeah.
She puts on a show.
I actually would really love to go to a Taylor Swift show, but
Yeah.
I'm too cheap. And I think I would sell the tickets. I think I would be one of those,
Yeah.
like, I forget what they're called.
Scalpers.
Scalpers. Yo, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
scalping a 9-year-old.
Yeah. Well,
not Native American style, but like,
yeah. I mean, as you know, my fiance, her favorite, she loves Taylor Swift. Like that's what we
She's
listen
great.
to. She's a good influence.
she's America's sweetheart.
She really is. And I've been watching, funny story about Taylor Swift's tours. Her and herself is just an economic boom to whatever area she's in.
I read this story about Darfur.
Darfur.
Yeah, that there was another country that signed an exclusivity deal for the region,
Yeah.
and Darfur was like, "You've ruined our economy.
Yeah.
The fact that your tour can't come, we were banking on this.
Yeah,
like we need this."
That was the story I was about to tell. It was Singapore.
Singapore, okay.
And they made it an exclusive to where, so anybody in those the islands, those I believe it's the Filipino islands.
Yeah.
So, or Indonesia, that's what it is. So anywhere in Indonesia, if they want to see Taylor Swift, they have to go to Singapore. And they added 3 more dates. So Singapore is getting all of that money.
Ugh.
And all of that economic growth. So I think the most profitable companies right now moving the stock market as Apple.
Has Taylor Swift gone public? When's the IPO?
Well, yeah, when's the IPO dropping? I'm gonna put all my money in Taylor Swift, but she's great. Like I said, positive influence.
Dude, like a lot of other pop stars and big celebrities, I always feel like there's something else going on.
Yeah.
And either she's like the highest level warlock or she just is. She seems sweet.
Yeah.
She really does.
Yeah. There's some older clips of her where she was on a radio show and she baked cookies for the radio show, and they're like, "Oh, did you bake these cookies?" Like, yeah, I baked these cookies. Were they left over? And like, no, I baked them for you guys.
Like if that's a con, it's such a long con, and you could quit by now.
Yeah.
You've got everything.
The only thing that I don't like about her is that she's a fucking Chiefs fan.
I mean, she's a Travis Kelce fan who happens to be a Chiefs.
Oh, that's even worse. That's why I don't like the Chiefs.
But I don't know. Okay, so I don't have the same sentiments about Taylor Swift that I do with like Beyonce.
Oh.
Beyonce, I feel like she's drinking baby blood, and she released a fucking country album, and it was just such a pandering.
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
I haven't heard all of it, but I did listen to her previous album, and I didn't like that one. And then she did this like weird like yeehaw hodly doo doo shtick going on right now. So I will get to listen. I will get to listening the new Beyonce album, but I'm just gonna be biased and say it's not gonna be great.
Beyonce's my fiance's favorite, or second favorite.
What the fuck has that lady done? What has she done? What has she done in the past 10 years?
In the past 10.
My girl Taylor releasing hits, all right?
And re-releasing hits.
And movies. Beyonce releases a live tour movie after Taylor.
But she also released Lemonade. Do you remember Lemonade?
Mids.
All of them?
No, I mean, she's got a couple bangers, but like, if you think about like, okay, so Taylor Swift, and this might have changed since I looked at the stats before, but Taylor Swift was the second richest female artist.
Okay.
And Rihanna was the number 1 place at the time. That's probably flipped now. But like, you don't see Rihanna or Taylor Swift being like, I have all the money and look at me and Jay-Z.
Well, I mean, that's kind of her genre of music. And there's literally a Rihanna song called bitch better have my money.
But like her music is like that, but like she seems pretty humble as a person.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't have any examples where she's not.
I mean, she did the Super Bowl pregnant.
That's true.
Takes a bit of humility to do that.
She is a saint.
Beyonce's not having kids. She's probably killing them in her basement.
No, you don't remember her famous pregnancy photo shoot? People were photoshopping like her sitting on top of a McDonald's counter, and it says "me after I had a 20-piece nugget meal."
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to find that and show it to you. And that was some good times, man. What I think is funny about that whole Beyonce releasing a country album is that how exclusive it is to be in country, because they're not even recognizing her music as country music. And I'm like, who determines that? Who is the CEO of country?
Dude, good. Because like that's like if fucking Third Eye Blind released a trap album.
Yeah.
Should that be in the running for the trap slot?
If the music they're producing
is good,
is that genre?
If it's good, if maybe it's almost like maybe there's some qualifications. Maybe it has to be decent. Like
I don't know. It was the more popular than any country song released. Maybe, I mean, how do you define decent? Is it the Mike last name index of music appreciation?
How do you know if it's a good country song? Go to Nashville. Ask them what they think. Ask them what they think about the Beyonce album.
So Nashville is the end-all be-all country music.
Not necessarily, but I think it's a good
barometer.
I think it's a good way to get a quick answer. You could do the circuit. You could do Tennessee. You could do, all of Tennessee.
All of it, including Nashville.
Yep, even the small towns. The small towns is really where you're going to get your biggest, or like your most loud data.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I know a guy who is Jelly Roll's cousin.
Oh.
We were driving home from having dinner here. Mm-hmm. And there was a European techno version of the Jelly Roll song that got remixed once already by that one lady. I don't want to call her a bitch because I think she's great, but she's just a genre I don't know that well. But anyway, it was cool to see like Jelly Roll get all these accolades and stuff. But he's approaching a territory, because like I actually knew him. I knew his music a long, long time ago when it was not very mass appeal friendly.
Yeah. I thought he just won New Country Artist.
Yeah, and he did. And then like a week later, I hear like, damage all my dreams. We're like, like, what the fuck is this, man?
So it's not country anymore?
Yeah, it's just like he's getting too popular. And I like that Beyonce did the opposite of that. Like she's like, I'm gonna go from to like throw a banjo in sometimes.
So I think it's funny that, her music allegedly isn't country music, at least this album. And they're like, no, this isn't country. The last time I heard somebody say, no, this isn't country, is a little song called Old Town Road.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, that's a fair.
And they kept it on until they're like, no, this isn't country. It's too popular. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
there's a correlation there.
I really think there should be a Brokeback Mountain too, and I think that Lil Nas X should star in it.
You think so? Who should be his co-star?
It should be Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray?
Yeah.
So? I'm just gonna.
He hasn't had any big hits in a while.
No, I guess not. He's just kind of around. He's more famous now for being Miley's dad.
Yeah. I love Miley Cyrus too.
Yeah, she's turned it around. I mean, if you had asked me 10 years ago, do you think Miley Cyrus has any talent? And I'm like,
yeah.
No, not really.
And then, like, if you would have asked 2 years after I asked you 10 years ago, you would have said even less good
Yeah,
things.
yeah. But
Like, during her Juicy J and, like, twerking phase.
you showed me that song. You're like, this is Miley Cyrus. I was like,
It's crazy,
and I was
man.
like, is it?
Now
Okay.
she's like a modern, like, Stevie Nicks, man. I think
Yeah.
she's an icon.
She turned it around, and now she's respectable. But internet's forever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad that she's doing better, and I'm glad that she got some recognition, and she's starting to be respected as an artist, and not, frowned for being a little extra.
Yeah. A lot extra. And, like, just off brand. Like, it was such a shift. I don't know. Like, I think Beyonce should release a death metal album.
I think JoJo Siwa's doing that. Have you seen the? Have you seen her lately?
I have. And I just can't, like, I can't get over that. She just reminds me so much of the Poppy girl. Do you remember that internet meme? Hi, I'm Poppy. And then, like, Poppy started a death metal band, and they look exactly the same. So somebody already did that, JoJo.
I think one of
Chill.
my favorite comment after she went to the red carpet looking like that was like, when you ordered Gene Simmons from Shein. Taylor, she's been sending me a lot of videos with that, where it has this. She's like, dream guest on my podcast. I don't know. Let's make it spicy. Let's bring one of my exes. And then she does that. So there's a little clip like that. And then there's this dude who painted his face like her. And he just exaggerated. Dream guest on my podcast? I don't know. And he's doing it in all sorts of weird places. And so one time, in one of the videos that he's doing, it's just this lady. She yells down to the basement, and it's like the cracked door, and peers down the basement, and it's like, JoJo, who do you want on your podcast? And then it's just he makes it sound more and more like possibly the Joker from Batman.
Yeah.
And so you see him slowly walking into frame as he's saying, I don't know, maybe one of my exes. And then he starts running after her in that JoJo Siwa paint. But, she'll grow up. We've all been there.
It's not a phase, Mom.
So, well, I mean, who knows? Maybe she's this generation's Miley Cyrus, where everybody's looking at her like, what are you doing? And
Aren't they like the same age?
Miley and JoJo Siwa?
Roughly?
No. JoJo Siwa is like 20.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not that old. She was one of those, I think she was Nickelodeon stars, and once you get old enough, Dan Schneider isn't attracted to you anymore because you're, of age.
Yeah, you're used up.
Yeah, you're used up. You're like, oh no, you're not a preteen anymore, Dan Schneider.
Did you watch that documentary?
Yeah, it's I got all the way up to Drake's story. So yeah, I did watch that. There's some new episodes, so I'm gonna have to catch
It's
up
still
on that.
going? Like, they're still releasing stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's a weekly series.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. Like, I kind of feel bad for supporting them.
I had, like, a real case of, like, Mandela effect, whatever.
Yeah.
Where I knew about the foot fetishy stuff, like, probably years ago.
Yeah.
But then until the documentary came out, I didn't realize that, like, literally the logo for Nickelodeon was a foot. It was a foot, man. It was a foot.
I remember it. I do remember the foot.
Like, it unlocked a memory. It feels like it was implanted, like
Nickelodeon was my jam.
it was all there
Because
the whole time.
We didn't have Disney Channel until we were like 8 or 9. I remember this because Nickelodeon was on channel 25 and the TV went up to 35. And so I was going to 25 and they changed how many channels we had. So the TV was programmed only to go to 35, but I'm used to going to 25. So I go there, and then it was Disney Channel. And I was so mad. I was like, where's my Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
And my sister found Nickelodeon, but she was 8 years older than me, and she just wanted to torment me. So she said that she found Nickelodeon. I was like, where is it? It was on channel 44 now. And because the TV was programmed only to go to 35,
Oh,
I couldn't get to 44, and I was a young kid. But after a little bit, my sister finally got the TV to go up, and I think it went up to 46 at that time. So I got my Nickelodeon back. But yeah, well,
I wonder what those channels are like now.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, like children's programming, like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon.
Well,
They're probably all super cracked out, ADD, epilepsy generators.
no, they're just better. It's like YouTube's algorithm. If they're just more in touch with what kids.
You think so? Or like I don't know. I'm speaking pure boomer speak here.
Yeah, so I watched.
Oh, you have children.
I do.
What's it like?
So one just likes to watch a lot of YouTube. The other one watches whatever we put on, but he's really liking Bluey right now. He liked Coco Melon. He really
Heard good things about Bluey. Have you watched some that it's been on?
Yeah, I've watched some. Fun fact about Bluey, Disney Plus, 30% of all of their streams is Bluey. It's pretty much the Bluey streaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it fun? Is it good?
Yeah, it's
Good
good.
messages?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, they're short. That's what I like about them, because it'll be like time to go to bed, and they'll be just like short episodes, so you can
You just speed run a Bluey quick.
Yeah, and then turn off the TV. That's what I like about it. But he's more like movies. He likes the movie Coco. He likes
Coco's a banger.
Coco is good. The first 8 times I've seen it. But children,
Yeah.
that's once they find something they like. So then we started to
Play the hits.
play the hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
They always wanna like,
Yeah.
run it back.
Run it back. All bangers all the time.
Yeah.
So he likes that, and then we got him to like Onward, which is underrated.
It's so underrated.
It's such a good movie.
It's really good. It's such impressive like the visuals are really, really crazy.
Yeah, the visuals are good. The story is really good, and it kind of mixes in a little fantasy Dungeons and Dragons kind of vibe. I really like that one. So he liked it. Big Hero 6 is the one that we got him to like. Just this weekend we watched Cars, and then Cars 2, and then Cars 3. And so when I turned it on Cars 2, I was like, Cars 2. And then his little voice like, Cars 2. It's adorable. So adorable.
How many cars are there?
3. There's 3. I watched the first 2. I only got like halfway through the third one because I was all carsed out by that time. But the first one's pretty good. The second one was all right.
They're probably phoning it in. I'm surprised there isn't like a 2 Cars, 2 Furious type thing going on.
2 Cars, 2 Furious. He likes Toy Story 3 because of Lotso.
Isn't that the sad one?
Yeah, where he goes, so long, partner, at the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
where we thought that was the end.
God.
Right in the feels, man.
Why you do that?
And he likes it because he's really into bears right now. We go, bear? Which is why currently his favorite movie is the live-action Jungle Book. And
I thought you were going to say Cocaine Bear.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
That would be, he'd probably like that one too. But we play a game together where he's got a tent, and then we both get into that tent, and we'd call my dog. I got a Belgian Malinois. It's brown like a bear. And then he'll just be like, bear? And I was like, oh no, the bear's going to get us. And so we call her in, and then I was like, oh no, Archer's the bear. And then she's like, ah. Oh man. All right, yeah. Daddy-saurus, so.
It's all right. What's your favorite? What is like the most rewarding part of being a father?
What
do you like? You don't. It doesn't have to be the right answer, but it's your answer.
My favorite thing is when I go and pick him up from daycare at the end of the day, because it's the same reaction. He'll be like sitting there playing with his toys or something, And then he'd look over and his face just lights up, a big smile, and he just has his giggle and he has his off balance run. And that's one of the best moments of my day is seeing that.
Like when a dog gets excited for you to like come home, but like a child, it's probably like 10x. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, "You're my guy, dude.
Yeah, like
There you are."
yeah, it's different. I guess it's a natural kind of thing, but yeah, I look forward to it. And then, depending on how he wants to act the rest of the day, it makes me be like, okay, you can go back to daycare. So, but that's the part I really, really like. But you only get that if you're away from him all day.
That's true.
But we got to work. Gots to pay the bills.
Yeah, but like then you do appreciate it more. If you're home with him all day, you're probably like, "Dude, I love you, but just we'll watch Cars 2 again, okay?"
Well, I'll just turn on Cars 2. It's
Save me, Cars 2.
kids are a lot of work. It's 90% of the time it's hard work, and sometimes you don't want to be doing whatever it is you're doing, but it's that 10% of the time that makes it all worthwhile. So yeah, so being a dad's all right.
We met at what, 6 years old?
Yeah, kindergarten. Yeah.
You were 5, I was 6.
No, I'm older than you.
You are.
Yes.
How did that work out? Because I got held back. What was your excuse?
I didn't go to kindergarten until I was 6.
Oh, okay.
My mom says that it's because she loved me too much. I don't think that. I think she's got other reasons, but
one of my most like fond memories with you as a child, I've got a handful. I've got a bag of them.
Okay.
But one of my favorites is us going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I was going through very much a phase at the time.
It's not a phase, Mom.
And I had this stupid fucking terrible looking trip pants, those big baggy things that you could put an assault rifle into. And yeah, we went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I gave you all my clothing, and I gave you the most like stereotypical goth clothing.
Yeah.
And we've gone to this card store many other times, and you don't dress like that and you don't act like that. But we tried to like pawn you off as a different guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still don't know to this day if it worked, which means it was kind of successful, because I don't know for sure that it didn't work. Like, because you wore makeup and you were your name was Happy, but you were in character all day. Like, this dude was method acting super hard.
I'm pretty convincing when I want to be.
I think the only time you smiled was like when we both lost the tournament.
Yeah. We were never very good at the game.
Yeah.
I mean, but gaming back then was a lot better. But yeah, I had some red eyeliner, and I had a disease where my eyes bled, and it was called chronic cardboard disease.
No. OVD, opticular vessel disorder.
That's right, it was. And then, no, the chronic cardboard disease came from when I cooked pizza with the cardboard still on it. My mom's like, no, you're gonna hurt yourself because of all the chemicals.
No, she left it on, and we were just like gaslighting her, like as little fuckheads, because she left the cardboard underneath the pizza when she made it, and we're like, "You've ruined us." Like, she's like, "Do you know what you've done?
Yeah, we're
gonna get
chronic cardboard disease."
Yeah. I actually, now that I think about it, we kind of gaslit your mom as a kid quite a bit.
Well, I mean, those who know my mom know that that's not that hard to do.
Yeah, she's just so lovely.
Yeah, so
my mom was not having it.
Well, your mom was also, she had some tall tales of her own. Like when she was in school, Elvis Presley performed at her school before he was famous, and I'm like, oh, like the 40s?
Yeah. Famous time traveler for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and he would perform in their school cafeteria, because that's what I do if I'm a, world renowned king of rock.
It was probably like a homeless guy.
Yeah.
That was like, I'm the real deal, baby. Like,
You should quit your day job and be an Elvis impersonator.
it's just like, can I come perform around all them young girls?
Oh.
And it's like,
No, Dan Schneider, you can't.
yeah, it was Dan Schneider.
That's who was at your middle school.
Let me see them foot, them feet, baby.
I can't help staring at your young feet. Oh. Yeah, but for example, today I think I gaslit my mom because my aunt usually comes on. I had to take her to Madison yesterday, so we got in the car, and my aunt usually comes with us, and we get in the car, and she's like, "Oh, it's too bad. I'll just use a name. Too bad Gina couldn't come with us." And I was like, "What are you talking about? She's in the back seat." And then she does. No, she's not. Mind you, we've been in the car for about 10 minutes at this time.
She's like, wait, what? Like, I don't think that will ever get old, man.
Chronic cardboard disease, or
Yeah, just gaslighting your parents. I think it's a thing you get to enjoy as a child of somebody forever.
Yeah.
And I hope that your children gaslight you.
gaslight me. I don't know. I haven't been gaslit yet. But there's a first time for everything, you know?
Yeah, you've got one that is about a good age to start.
To start gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or trolling you to some degree.
Yeah, I'm just going to come up to him like,
What
"Hey."
are teenagers like, man?
Oh, they're lame.
Are they?
Yeah.
How so?
Also, they like their Roblox, they like their Fortnite, and 9 times out of 10 when I ask a question, I already know the answer. So it's fun watching them lie to you, and then you just sort of like can continue asking questions like, "Oh, really?"
Oh, huh.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh?
Tell me more.
Because that's how'd you do on your test? "Oh, I think I did all right." I'm like, "Oh, how'd you do?" He's like, "Oh, I think I got a 70." I'm like, "Oh, did they put in the grade wrong?
Yeah.
Because it says here you got a 48. How'd you get a 48?" "Oh, did you study?" Like, yeah, I studied.
Oh, he's practicing.
Yeah, yeah.
He's practicing to
Yeah.
gaslight you.
Yeah, he's trying. Like, I commend him for trying, but
You're gonna have to be smarter, boy.
yeah. You can't put one over my head. My
Yeah.
reflexes are too fast. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's gonna grow up. He's gonna be in his own guy, but I think he's gonna be a cool guy. I mean, I don't have any problems with him.
Does he have any like? I have a friend who has a teenager who's really into cologne, which I think is cool.
Yes!
Because he's just into something different, not Fortnite and Roblox. Does your teenager have like a unique hobby?
Cologne.
Is it cologne?
It's cologne.
Is that just a Zoomer thing?
I don't know, but I got to tell you a story now.
Yeah.
So, my fiance was like, "Hey, again, I'll just use some random names. Billy wanted to go to the mall today and go smell some colognes," and I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I know you want to play your game because I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Great game." And I was like, "No, I'll go with." And so we go to the mall, go to Dillard's, and fiance needed to go get some shoes. She goes get some shoes, and then I'm like, "All right, I'm at the mall. I don't want to smell colognes." So I start walking past. I pass the cologne, and he just keeps walking with me. I was like, "Are you gonna go smell colognes?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you want me to go with you?" He's like, "Yeah," because I've never been into colognes at all. I don't. I mean, it's just not my thing. So we go there, and he knew the exact one he wanted. I don't remember what it's called, but like maybe Valentino. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he he sprays the card, he smells, and he's like, I like that one. And then he's like, here's the intense version. It smells like, oh yeah, I like that one. And so I'm playing around with the cologne guy. I was like, people just come in here and just leave like with like a huge stack of cards. He's like, yeah, dude, like people come in, smell every single one of them, leave with a stack of cards this big. And I was like, yeah, I hope he doesn't do that. And so he proceeds to smell 95% of the colognes that are there. And he's like, I like this one. He's like, how much is that one? I was like, $140. He's like, you should get that for me. And I was like, you can do chores. You can save up your money.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I mean, I'm going to have to do chores for a while. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'm not buying you this cologne.
You don't need designer cologne, dude.
No.
You're 14.
No. He liked that one. He liked a $300 one, and he liked a $525 cologne. And I'm
Bro,
like,
chill.
I'm like, what is going on? Take a shower.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do to smell good.
You could get 6 body sprays, bod, for like $7. That was our cologne, man.
I almost got kicked out of school because I was jokingly putting an entire bottle of bod on me, and people couldn't be around me because I smelled like kerosene. So, anyways, we're going around, and I'm just joking around with the guy the whole time, and he's like, "I'm gonna, Mom should buy this for me," and I was like, "If she's not gonna buy it for you, dude, like." You are not getting $140 cologne for 3.4 ounces of cologne. You're not. And he's like, well, you should get it. And in my job, words are important. One of the 3 words is shall, which is you need to do it, should. And I say this as like, should is a verb used to state non-mandatory goals. And I just like, I'm not going to get you cologne, dude.
Yeah.
You can save up your money. So it makes birthday shopping a lot easier. What does Billy want for his birthday? I was like, I don't know, give him a Dillard's gift card. He likes expensive cologne. I don't know why.
Dude, so like my friend who has a kid the same age, told me that exact story. that exact story.
Yeah.
He's like, it's so weird that he's like smelling all these like designer clothes, and he's like, I really like the tones, and I was like, what? And like, I thought it was unique.
No, it's not.
Is it a thing? Is this a cultural phenomenon with the youngs?
I don't know.
With the youths?
He's got a girlfriend. He's had a girlfriend now for a few months, and he should be doing his homework.
Are the standards just that high for young men?
I don't know. I just,
if you're not wearing Gucci, you ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. N-U-F-F-I-N. You ain't nothing. I don't know, man. I mean, it's every generation has this thing. Like you said, you were wearing chains and baggy stuff.
That's true.
Listening to AFI.
Yeah. My trip pants adjusted with inflation would be about the same price. Okay. So, all right. That's fair.
So, I mean,
I'm called out.
I mean, that's just the thing, man. I mean, let the kids be kids. And
no, that's cool, though.
I mean, I'd rather him be into that than, other things that...
Being a stanky ass.
Yeah, I mean,
at least he's going to smell good.
Yeah, he's going to smell good.
That's good.
That's funny.
Hygiene is important to him.
What gets me, though, is that when it's the weekend, he doesn't want to take a shower. I'm like...
That's why he wants to cologne.
I'm like, what the...
Why not skip him?
Yeah, I
skip
guess.
the showers.
And he smelled so much cologne, though. There was another worker there. It's like, when you smell that much, you're not really smelling. They all smell the same at that point. You're not really smelling anything. So she brings out coffee beans to clear out his senses. And this dude goes in for another 15, 20 different colognes. And the guy knows that we are not buying any cologne. But he just left with a fat stack of, samples. And then the other night, was it Sunday? I go into his room, and he has his big stack of cards in his closet, and I open up the door, and I walk in, and he's just in his closet, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just sitting there smelling the samples. And I'm like, that's a little weird. I guess you're not, snorting coke.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like a specific recipe of these perfumes, and then it like gets you high or something.
Yeah.
Or these colognes. No. But why doesn't he just carry, like, does he have any shirts with like a breast pocket?
No. He wears, He has a very specific color palette. He likes black and white. And then he likes one of the shirts that my mom got him. It says Wisconsin, and it's like this nice like blue color. He loves that shirt. And I'm like, that's a good looking shirt, dude.
If he could go to the cologne store and get the samples in the cards. And then if he had a breast pocket,
he could just, dude,
free. It's like a car air freshener.
I'm gonna go to him and do that. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looked like it stopped.
Yeah, it stops at 30.
Oh.
I don't know why, but it's going.
Okay, good. So yeah, I guess I'll suggest that to him where he's got put those samples in your breast pocket, dude.
Yeah, or get him like a necklace or something he can tuck in and just like it's like an air freshener. An air freshener for your chest.
He does wear a necklace.
There you go.
So we could just put it on there, I guess. Yeah.
Balling on a budget, baby.
I make no money. Free sample. I mean, he's probably got about $80 worth of colognes just in samples.
Yeah, dude, honestly.
But what's crazy to me is he pronounced everything right. It's
how many French words?
They're all French.
Yeah.
But he was pronouncing everything absolutely perfect, and he was saying that it has this kind of smell. So what that tells me is that he saw it online, and they said what it smells like, and he retained all that information, which is awesome. I just wish he would retain his damn fractions.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. Like
you're gonna get your scent profile better if you know the fractions, man, because it's all about they were to get the right amount.
So what's crazy about our cologne prices? So you can get the 1.7 ounce cologne for $110, and this is just an example, or you can get the 3.4 ounce. How much do you think that's costs? Which is twice as much cologne.
And the
first one's $110.
Okay.
And then for twice as much cologne, how much do you think that's cost?
I'm gonna say like $170.
$140. So for $30 extra, you double it. So
so you know it's a scam.
Yeah, and so then I asked the guy,
it's not that valuable then if they can give the extra 1.7 out for $30.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, hey. So the guy behind the counter was quick to understand what I was saying, which was impressive. I was like, hey, so this is 110 and this is 140. Can I buy the 1.7 ounces from the $140 one and pay you $30 for that 1.7 ounces? You can just put it in a plastic bottle. I don't care what you put it in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just $30 more. And I asked him, I was like, why would anybody ever pick the smaller one? And why do you think people would buy the smaller one? Just wild guess.
I mean, budget, you know.
If you can spend $110 on cologne, you can spend the extra $30 to get twice as much.
That's true. I don't know. I really can't justify it.
So on a plane, you can only have 3.4 ounces.
Oh.
So
Wow.
So most of the colognes are just over 3.4 ounces.
Wow.
So if you wanted to travel, you would need the smaller size, which they're selling at a, cost per fluid ounce much higher.
You sneaky French. You bastard.
Yeah. But yeah, that's marketing, man. I mean, that's how it is. It's quite genius.
It really is.
So, but hey man, kids like cologne. Teenagers like cologne. Cologne in. If
So hot
right now.
No, it's good. It's better than just being stanky.
Yeah, I mean, you could just take a shower.
Yeah.
So I know that you were talking on your last episode about you and Sam wanting to go to the beach.
Yeah, Sam wants to go to the beach.
Sam wants to go to the beach. Well,
I'm impartial to it.
Yeah.
I think I've never been, but I think I've got a good idea what's there.
There is water.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's what I was.
Sand.
Right.
And
trash.
There is a lot of trash.
Okay.
And
people.
There are people. Some that aren't as flattering in 2 pieces as others?
I could use the confidence boost. I mean, that's a positive angle to put on it.
Yeah, you'd fit right in, man.
Yeah. I know, like, with just the amount of people, it's like going in Walmart.
Yeah.
You know you're not the worst looking one there.
Yeah. Just
like,
law of averages. But yeah, I mean, what we should do, you know how you had your outdoor one, why don't we do one where you're on the beach?
On the beach? I'm down for that.
A podcast on the beach. So we have a beach that's not, too crowded.
Do you think we could rig up scuba mics?
Scuba mics? Just put a mic in it and just sitting there with those big goggles. That'd be hilarious. Little sneak peek.
Yeah.
How can you talk with that mouth guard?
The audio quality is so good.
Yeah. And then all these people would be walking by as we're sitting there talking with tripods.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, we'll get a bunch of weird looks, name calling, and be like, maybe by that time you'll have a sponsor.
Maybe.
And then you can be like, I'm sponsored, bitch.
Yeah. What do you got?
Sounds like you're jealous.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
It would actually be fun. I think it would be fun to do like interview type stuff.
On the beach?
Yeah, not to rip off Channel 5000 too much, but like I love the awkward interviews with like a bunch of drunk people. And a beach is a great place to get those interviews.
That's true. It's true. So, but that'd be kind of cool. Just to keep doing just for different places. Now that I know that you have the ability to do it anywhere.
Yeah, do it anywhere.
Did you have to hand edit that one?
I had to do a lot on the audio end.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was salvageable.
Yeah. So
I think, a blog, like a trip to Texas, like especially if Sam and I make a trip out of it. Well, Sam and Mary and I. I'll bring my wife. But yeah, if Sam comes along, it would be really fun to like do like a blog and make a big like edit. You know?
That'd be fun. Like your trip down.
Yeah, like everywhere.
Your flat tire.
Yeah, we could honestly on the 17-hour drive, we could record 30 podcasts.
You could.
Dude, Mary would kick us out. She'd like, shut the fuck up.
What's the name of the band that does your intro song?
It is Slim Pickens.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it had something to do with a car. Or maybe...
the theme song is Drunk Driving Tow Truck Driver.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mary can change her career, get her CDL.
Yeah, dude. And
then she can be a drunk driving. She wouldn't be the one drinking. She would be the drunk driver, not the drunk driver.
That's the the sequel is Drunk Driving Semi Driver.
Or a semi-drunk driving semi-trucks.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's a good place to end it.
I guess we're on a roll.
I don't know. We could keep going.
Well,
Nah. I think that's a good.
That's good stuff for it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody who listened, watched. We will be having Logan on pretty much every time he's in town, and I don't need Sam's permission.
No,
all right?
No, if Sam can complain on his True Social profile about me going out instead of him.
Just kidding. I love you, buddy. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys. Do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe. We have a Spotify. No one goes to it. Check it out, maybe.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, maybe you can. And
how many subscribers do we have?
On Spotify?
No, on YouTube.
41.
You can be the 42nd subscriber.
Or 43rd.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. Or
that can be you.
That could be you.
And
I know you don't have a lot going on right now. And things are looking rough. But that could be you.
Yeah, just imagine if you joined Bitcoin at 42 cents. That can be you subscribing at 42 subscribers.
It's going to be the investment of a lifetime. This is not financial advice.
And then we're going to moon.
Yeah.
We're going straight to the moon.
Let's go.
With the best damn podcast.
Watch out, Joe Rogan.
What you gonna do, Joe?
Just kidding. He scares me. All right, on three, let's say a toodaloo. 1, 2, 3. Toodaloo.